What? Well, I'm getting fucking epileptic seizure watching this. On the topic of overpowered things, though, and chat's already jumped the gun and they've already started talking about it. This was a tweet on Twitter that I saw from JLK. A big problem in DayZ at the moment is this Q&E leaning left and right zigzag sprint that people are using in PvP, and it's becoming silly at this point. You shouldn't be able to lean left and right while sprinting, and this would be a good step towards better PvP in DayZ. And I think I don't know how easy. I'm always loath to say it sounds easy because it's probably going to be the most difficult thing ever, but they need to nerf this.
It's very easy to do. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, it's very easy.
No, I mean easy to fix.
Easy.
I mean easy. Is it easy to fix?
Oh,
or
right,
not?
okay.
I mean, yeah.
As if anyone's got a clip of it, that would be appreciated. I couldn't find anything. But I know an Aussie streamer who does it. I tagged him in this to get his input on it as well, and even he said that it's OP. It's basically they're running full sprint and they're leaning left to right like this, so they become increasingly difficult to actually shoot. And
there was one when I remember, I think it was Erno made a video on it, and they were like, there's one way you can do it. You can run, you're running, you lean side to side, you can drop down, go prone, roll over, get back up, lean again, drop down, roll over, get back up again in like a very, very fast amount of time. And you were impossible to hit. You were literally impossible to hit. That one's even worse than the Q&E.
Yeah, the drop shot.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, here's a nice demonstration clip,
I think
apparently.
They could... Yeah.
See, I mean, that's the thing. It's like,
is that what DayZ is now? Like, you just go, like, in a firefight.
I have a clip.
No, it's not actual gameplay. I was hoping it would be gameplay. I know Hop did share a link of that going prone, him showing
the drop shot. See, that's the thing with the addition of like 0.63 and like the better character movement, which is obviously it's a great addition to the game, but there are certain things like, you know, what we're just talking about that need to get challenged, that need to get changed, because it's turning the game into a more arcadey style survival shooter, and that's not what the game's about. That's not what DayZ's about. And yes, I mean, Kyra's saying that, you know, you disagree with them. That's perfectly fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you know, when DayZ had its old way of controlling the character, it was clunky, but it rewarded you for learning how to actually do PvP properly in a really, really good way. It was very rewarding. Now there's literally no bloody skill into it at all. There's no skill. You just mash Q&E and go about it. And you can, if once you find out how to exploit the drop shot roll thing, it's like PvP.
I put a link in chat of I was shooting somebody who was doing it, and it was I'm not a great shot, but it was fucking impossible to hit. Impossible to hit.
There's a few ways they could fix it, though, I think of. Make the animation slower, or like make using a lot of stamina. Make if you do repetitive like Q&E, make that you have a blur effect, like you know, like a LH, because you're just moving your head too fast and stuff, like you are speeding and stuff. So like
Indeed, so
I mean, there's ways to fix it. It's up to devs, or like maybe
if you go to a minute 50 into that video, buddy, you'll see it.
A minute 50.
Minute 50.
Lean running is just a ridiculous.
Yeah, that's it.
I couldn't hit him. Look
at that.
He does a dancing move.
Yeah.
See,
Look,
this,
look, look.
this is the thing. Like, it's look at that.
Look, look,
That's-
look. Hopla!
Cairo finally got him in the end, but it was bloody impossible to hit him.
I mean, you can still shoot him, but you need to like prevent where he's going.
Yeah, and there's, I mean, you have to predict where people are going anyway when they're traveling.
Yeah,
and
link it
part of the
there,
game.
Chris, is easier.
But when it comes down to it, I mean, remember in alpha, all you had to do was just move the mouse to quickly do that, the zigzag, and that was ridiculous because there was no inertia at all. Now we've got inertia, and now we've got this Q&E issue, which is causing people to basically mitigate. Like, look at that. It's like, yeah, sure, it's not impossible, but like, you shouldn't be able to do it when you sprint. I fucking hate this clip. I hate this clip. Look at this tosser.
Holy crap.
Like, what is this? Modern Warfare 2? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Wait, what? Who or what is this?
It was a clip that was posted on my tweet.
Who is this?
PV. Some
You
random.
get those
I
movements.
was talking about us.
The drop shot. If you
Jesus.
compare, you see like when you vault something, for example, the time it takes to vault, it's like realistic. In comparison, in the menu of animation we have for the character, it's so fast just to lean like that or a drop shot. It shouldn't be that fast. So
No.
if maybe they just slow down the animation. Yeah, that's not realistic.
They need to add massive penalties for doing it. It needs to be slower. You can't move like that IRL, holding a gun, wearing a backpack, and all the rest of it. You can't. But you can lean, and you could. I've never tried to fucking run while I'm leaning, but this is go back to Call of Duty. Go back to fucking what? I'm getting fucking epileptic seizure watching this.
This video is so fast paced, but his screen is lagging so much.
If it's fixed,
It's like a 10 FPS.
I think it's better if it's done by a mod or something you can toggle, because actually some people like it on some deathmatch server and stuff.
No,
I
don't agree with that. This should not. This does not belong in vanilla DayZ, in my opinion. This should be a mod you can add where you can reduce the effects. But vanilla should, for the PvP should not be like this. This is, oh my god, this is ugly.
Yeah, but if you look, all the content you're showing right now, it's modded servers, and it's mostly being done on modded and deathmatch servers.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with these kind of servers. Yeah,
and some people on those servers actually like it.
I mean, this is sweaty up the sweaty as well, by the way. Like this
you can tell, like, not to shit on this guy too much, but you can tell he's sweat because he's got NVIDIA filters on, so the color's more contrasted. The quality looks fucking dreadful. And secondly, look at him. Like, I'm pretty sure his Q&E buttons are going to break by the end of the fucking week with the amount of leaning he's doing.
By the way,
like, Jesus Christ.
Look, he's a great PvPer. His skills are fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. I would hate to get into a battle against. There it is, another fucking Mark's video popping up on my timeline.
I wouldn't say that. It's just showing.
He's sweaty as fuck. But
yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't know what the
that's my
like.
opinion.
No.
And Chris just said that, like, for me, everyone knows I'm what Uncle Ray called me an elitist. But for me, I like DayZ for its realism. And this is so far removed from realism. It makes me almost nauseous. Oh my good Lord. That is just, oh shit.
I mean, I'm not. Sorry, go on, man. Go on.
Yeah, I just want to say about what you said about NVIDIA filters, because I made a tweet about that. I think like today, DayZ needs to restrict the access to NVIDIA filters from the game because it's a big problem. And I know it's possible to do because Sea of Thieves made that, for example, you can't use the filters on Sea of Thieves, and DayZ needs to do the same thing because without saying it too loud, so like people don't start using it. But there's a way you can. I know that there is ways in the game you can actually almost remove the trace. client side just using NVIDIA stuff, and that's like a shit. Or like when there's server of night at dark time, you can just toggle your filters and you see like daytime. It's just that's why I don't like night in DayZ actually. Mostly it's fucked up. So DayZ needs to adjust that.
We had that issue next to K. One of our really good PvP players, they were using video filters to basically turn their gamma up all the way so they can see at nighttime, and it was like,
yeah, it's better than NVIDIA.
What can we do?
Yeah.
Was he banned?
No.
And it's not something you can easily police, and it's not a cheat. It's just NVIDIA stuff. It's legit, like, but it shouldn't be usable. I know DayZ can't. Normally, they can stop the usage of it because other games did it. I think they should do it.
I mean,
yes,
Lord,
that was
in a way, yes. For general play, yes, I do believe there should be some kind of restriction to it. But for people like myself, DOJ, who take screenshots, it really doesn't benefit us.
Yeah,
which is kind of selfish to say, but it's very hard to kind of manage. Very hard to kind of find that balance between the two. Like, get rid of this feature that a few people really benefit from. That'll punish or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's
but you can always edit your screenshot afterwards. You took it for the color and saturation and everything. So I think that's okay.
Dansages just said never used NVIDIA filters for my screen store. Well, shit.
You can just edit your screenshot afterwards on Photoshop or anything.
Yeah, I know that, but sometimes
it's completely.
Sometimes I like to do stuff like that in game with the filters. But anyway, that's besides the point. Matter of fact, is that clip shows really. It really shows the bad side of the player movements, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely should be restricted. Like leaning when running should really slow you down. Especially depending on the weight of the weapon. Should slow the animation right down or just stop it completely if it's a really heavy weapon or object. That's the way that I would go about it. Because leaning in DayZ, it's very good because obviously lean around corners, that's all well and good.
You look at shooters when they're shooting professionally. Balance is so fucking important to being an accurate shot. And constantly leaning like that, even the inertia on your arms holding a heavy gun, like he was doing it holding a machine gun at one stage. And it's just... What the fuck? Look, I've got to temper this with, it's not up to me to say how you do or don't play DayZ, but I think in the vanilla mechanics of the game, and especially with the way they've been heading of late, this does not belong. Let it be something that they can mod in. Someone can create a mod that can be easily added to a pack if they want to play the Call of Duty, Fortnite, PUBG style experience. But that is not DayZ. Oh,
see, but the thing is, though,
even the armor people would be vomiting watching this.
You know, if they did change it, the shitstorm that would come from them changing that feature would be deafening.
Well, the modern community will just patch it back in then. Simple as.
I know, yeah, but you still know there'll be certain people out there who, as usual, with every update, complain about everything. They'd be on a fucking tangent.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, every single update, you go on the Twitter, you go on any DayZ public forum where they manage, and people just bitch and complain to them every day about anything, so I'm pretty sure they're used to it. If people complain that they can't lean when running with a fucking LMG, tough shit. Modders will be able to reintroduce that mechanic back in some way or shape or form, and then for the rest of the players who feel... that kind of feature shouldn't be there, they have it. They don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about some sweaty arsehole and a hardcore server, like, with a fucking M4 leaning like, God knows what, at the speed of like Mach 5 or some shit like that. That's the way I see it. But
they're right in chat here. Though, Chris's comment is right in chat there, lad. Players can't be blamed for using what's available to them. It's just meta. But Bohemia have to get it right. And I do not hold it against them. It's not how I would play. I don't ever want to play like that. But he's most likely playing on a PvP high loot focused server.
He was.
So that's how they play there. But I wonder, is this on console? I wonder if this is an issue with console as well. Is it easy to lean on console? Any console players in watching at the moment? Is this an issue you're facing there as well?
I haven't heard anybody complain about it on consoles, so
no. I mean, the way that I see it,
we have bigger problems on console today.
I will say though that to especially people in chats, I'm very black and white about the issue. I'm no like, oh yeah, maybe it's like this. Like, no, this absolutely should not be in the game whatsoever. This should be fixed as soon as possible because the whole sure, as Chris said, they're just using what's available to them, and I get that. But the problem is that you are abusing a mechanic which you should be reporting on, not abusing it. And it's like, people complain about the game every single day for being unfinished, broken as fuck, and then you'll get people who use those same broken mechanics and they won't do shit because it benefits them. It's like it's like the Apple glitch back in alpha. That could probably have been easily fixed, but no one gave a shit because it was just easy.
But you can't report it.
So, of course you fucking can.
Try going through the DayZ feedback tracker. You may as well be headbutting the wall.
People see, this is the thing. People always complain about the feedback tracker, but every single time I've used it, and yes, I will go on experiences. Every single time I've used it, it's been absolutely no bother at all. People on the feedback tracker, in certain things when they complain about it, it's just people report on the stupidest things, and it just stuff that I can't even fucking explain it, but.
Yeah, like G-Man's bringing up a point there as well. Original DayZ PvP, you could zigzag as, the old serpentine. There was no inertia when you changed direction running. So people would just zigzag side to side. So that was an issue. But, and I do also agree, you can't compare this to the Apple glitch. One was a full-on glitch. This is just abusing a mechanic of the game.
It's a meta. It's a meta, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll retract that statement. I'll retract that. But even so, like, people always go on and on about the DayZ dev team, and I hold like all their fucking shit close. It's like you cannot be like complaining about mechanics and meta and shit like that when. Not seeing anyone here does, but when you use it at the same time, it's like, well, just fucking report it then. If you don't want it, talk about it and report it. It's always been the same. And people like not to shit on your marks or anything like that, but if you don't, like you say, the feedback track is useless. It's really fucking not. It's
your webcam's gone marks as well, by the way. If you don't know.
Yeah, I know. If I ever find a problem, I just DM the devs. It's just easier.
I mean, you have that luxury, definitely.
But look, at the end of the day, we all just suck ass at the game. We all just need to get better.
That's his comeback to any criticism is get good.
Yeah. That's something we can all agree on. We're all shit at the game, but even so, yeah.
Pas moi.
I mean, yeah, Kyra, you just have to adapt to it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, look, it gets to a line where you have to adapt to a meta before you realize, okay, this is actually broken as shit. This needs to be fucking changed.
Look, I just play the way I want to.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it. At the end of the day, if that's how you want to play, go for it. DayZ is just one of those kind of games where you can play it any single way you want. Still means I'm gonna bitch about it sometimes. Fuck it, why not?
Okay, Pope Leo in chat has just said he just posted a mod where you can't run and lean at the same time.
What?
What as fuck?
You see, I told you before, that's my guy, because every time I have a problem, he's there and he fucking fixes it.
It's going to feel like Call of Duty now when you can't run and lean at the same time.
Share a link to it, mate. We'll put it in the podcast as well.
I think it's a Call of Duty over here.
Mama, if he just did that because we talked about it and it took him 2 hours. Fuck you, Paul.
I like that. I like that in the description. Look. If you're a Zoomer who hates this, feel free to abuse me in the comments. Doing
that's classic Paul.
See,
we talk about something 2 hours later. Pop just uploads it to fix. Hey, Pop, can you fix cars? Can you fix cars, please?
But yeah, overall, like the whole. You alright?
I'm going to install this mod right now. I want to see what it's like.
Scotty's just said, Pope Leo apply for open positions.
I installed this mod and I'm just using it right now. It is weird. So what happens is it works. But so what it does is when you're running and you go to lean,
share your screen.
it puts you.
Yeah. Show the screen.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Jesus Christ. Okay. Can you see this?
Hang on, loading in now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Do it.
This is just an offline mode, but like when you're running, you lean, it puts you in walking basically, so it just slows you down.
Or jogging, yeah.
Yeah, or jogging.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm happy with that. Like that's pretty much what we talked about. That's fucking.
Wait, try to replicate like shoot, like be like you are shooting something. Yeah, you can't run anymore like they do. That's nice.
So I like that. That's fine.
Brilliant.
Doesn't slow you to a crawl.
Oh,
Yeah, it's interesting.
And what I really like about it, still can be abused, but it's not as bad. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Cryo, but sorry, Cairo.
It slows you down. It slows you down. You don't. It's reducing it. So you know, still a technique, but it's nowhere near as OP as it was.
Definitely.